Thanks so much for all the companies and the dApps that presented. We didn't have a whole lot of time, but you guys did great with the time and great presentations all the way through. And we have one more presentation left for Keydar, and I'm going to invite him. This was supposed to be a tech developer's presentation, but unfortunately he wasn't able to get on earlier. So let's get him in for this last session here. If you guys can just be patient.
Hey guys.
Cool. Hey, Keydar.
Hi.
And Jorge says there's no sound. So can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Great.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the Everpedia developer update. I guess this one was supposed to be a little bit earlier, but yeah, I'm doing it now, I guess. Thanks for having me on. Start. Huh?
Yeah. Do you want to screen share at all?
No, I've just got notes, and I'm going to speak off my notes.
Great. Have at it.
Okay. So the first update we have is that we're going to be enabling voting rewards pretty soon. The Everpedia network, we've had our site went live like 2 to 3 weeks ago. We have a front end that we're using that's ported over from the old front end. So how Everpedia works is we had a non-blockchain version that was doing about 2 to 3 million page views a month. And what we're working on right now is porting that front end over to the blockchain. We've got a site up right now where it's experimental. We haven't enabled voting rewards yet, so we're working through make sure there's no bugs or anything like that in the system right now. And in about 2 or 3 days, I think we've finally gotten to a point where we're comfortable with it. So we're going to start enabling voting rewards. And what this means is when people create articles and you upvote on articles, you're going to receive IQ. You're going to receive IQ in compensation for your activities on the chain. I'm going to add the link to the site in the chat box here. So that's iqnetwork.io. That's the live version of the blockchain site. For the non-blockchain site, we still have a lot of our traffic here at everpedia.org. Along with those voting rewards. So part of the UI right now, the UI is it's not open source at the moment. The reason is that it's being ported over from old legacy code, and that code hasn't been cleaned and stripped of all the passwords and all that sort of stuff that was in it. So we haven't been able to open source the UI yet. What we decided to do was instead of open sourcing the existing UI, we want to make it really easy. So Steam has D2, they have a couple other front ends that interact with the Steam blockchain. We want to be able to get Everpedia up to that point within the next couple months. So what we're working on right now is creating an easily deployable front-end UI. So you would simply be able to download this, modify the CSS, change the logos and things like that, and then deploy your own front-end for the Everpedia website. So if you wanted to have an encyclopedia just about elephants, nothing to do with anything else, just elephants, and you just want to use that subset of the Everpedia network, you'd be free to do so with this front-end UI. And it would make it really easy for you to be able to filter just based on the subset of the wikis that you want to use. We do plan on rolling out the new UI as our UI as well. We expect that to be in the next couple months. So that's the code we're working on right now. In terms of the IQ token, we had the airdrop about a month ago now. I believe it was like July 10th or something. So the airdrop went off really well. We were worried at first that we would, send too many tokens to the wrong person or something like that. But we've open sourced the code as well associated with the airdrop. It went off really well. So if anybody else is looking to do an airdrop, I'll drop the link for that in the chat here as well. If anybody else is looking to do an airdrop, I would highly recommend taking a look at this repository. It worked really well for us, and I think a couple of the other EOS airdrops have used it as well. Karma, I know, was using it. I don't know if EOS DApp used it. They might have used their own repository. But it's been well tested at this point, so if you're looking to do an airdrop, I'd go with this one. What else here? We made some updates to the white paper. Initially, we wanted to make sure that there's a couple flaws with the Everpedia system right now. That's that if you're a whale, you can purchase up a lot of tokens and influence the vote. We're working on systems in the white paper right now to mitigate that. So we're including staking periods. So if you stake, you have to keep your stake in there for 21 days. You can't just hit and run, as in buy a bunch of tokens, come in, vote, and then leave. You have to stay within the network. And if you make an edit that is pretty controversial or is clearly not accurate, somebody can propose an edit that simply rolls that edit back. So you'd have to constantly be staking IQ and constantly be fending off people trying to roll back your poor change if you want to keep bad information on the network. So things like that we're working on. We should have a fully new updated version of the white paper up, I think, in the next couple of days as well. There was a new release came out a week ago, and we expect another release to come out in another week, and we're constantly improving and making sure once these voting rewards go live, we'll have a lot more information, a lot more data to go off of in terms of the decisions we're making in the white paper. So in another week or two, we'll put out another version of the white paper that takes into account any of the flaws we might have discovered over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, I can answer them.
Any questions for Keydar? There might be one at the bottom. It says ask a question. I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh no, it's for some other.
Okay.
So yeah, no, thanks for the update. Looking good. Seems like yeah. We'll check out the website iqnetwork.io.
Yeah, and yeah, I'll add my Telegram information here too.
Awesome. Yeah, glad you could provide us with the update here. And yeah.
Thanks for being flexible and having us on and everything.
Yeah, no. So yeah, we'll look forward to future updates as well. And yeah, this is great. We're kind of wrapping up. This is our last session here, so really appreciate coming out and all the speakers that have presented all throughout the last couple days. It's yeah, thank you so much. It's you guys have great content and everyone's sharing everything that they're working on. So really appreciate that. So